Not dampened by the weather. Good to be with you. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, nice and dry up here in the booth. But Greg, rain throughout the day, going to rain on into the night. So this one is going to be a little bit of a challenge for these players.
Yeah, Mike, and even as you said it, you're exactly right. Down on the field before the game, the field looked in really good condition. But the #1 decision, you got to be in there as a player, talking to your equipment staff, get the right cleats. The length, are they molded? Are they screwing? How deep are they screwing? Make sure when you come out and that game kicks off, you are confident in your footing. Don't let a couple bad plays go against you early, and then you got to kind of change shoes and scramble. Get that done in pregame, confident going in, and let the game unfold the best it can.
This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. The Giants offense making their way out for the first time. And they're led by their quarterback from the University of Pittsburgh. It's Kenny Pickett.
You just hope throughout your career, Mike, that you're not on the wrong end of too many games like last week. So many games in the NFL come down to one score. They're very close. And every once in a while, there are multiple score games where you just can't seem to keep it close. They've got to do a better job keeping pace early, get off to a faster start. They want to have a chance. Come the fourth quarter, if this thing's within one score, they're going to feel a lot more.
And he's going to take this all the way to the house. 70 yards. Touchdown, New York. And, Greg, that is the way you love to start one of those games. Get off the bus, get on the field, get in the end zone. The road team with the first 6 of this one.
And you can just see, Mike, it takes a lot of the air out of the stadium. And this crowd, they're fired up, start of the game, trying to make their presence felt. And the opposing team goes all the way down for an opening drive touchdown. That's an ideal way to start when you find yourself on the road.
The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. The Steeler offense ready to take the field for the first time. They'll be led out by the man from Ohio State, 6'3", Justin Fields.
Really solid all-around performance last week, Mike, and I think the biggest factor that led to the win is his ability to continue to protect the football. He executed the offense, ran it exactly how they designed all week in practice. Now, it might not have been earth-shattering performance statistically, but they got the win. If he can continue to play that style of ball, it's going to be a tough group to match up with.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Here we go. Fields now. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They'll go, and it's Harris. That one never got started. Too much defensive pressure. They drop him in the backfield.
It's always a gamble anytime you go for 4th down on your side of the field, but they clearly thought they had a play that they liked, but the defense came up huge, and now their offense is going to have a chance to capitalize and take advantage of this short field.
Malik Neighbors heading out with the Giants offense for their next possession. And what a start he's off to. You don't want to start prorating numbers out for 4 quarters, but fair to say, this defense is going to have to find some way to slow him down. Here's the man signed from Houston. It's Devin Singletary. And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. A give to Singletary on the zone read. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
Going to try to pick up the first down with a zone read. 15 yards the pickup. Good for a first down.
I think this is something we're going to continue to see today, Mike, as this game goes along. They're going to make the defense make a decision. Do you want to account for the running back, or do you want to account for the quarterback? In this case, they choose the running back, and the quarterback makes them pay by picking up the first down.
They'll go play action with Pickett. That's going to be caught by Darius Slayton. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, it's Singletary. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down. From the shotgun, here's Pickett. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball, and in this case, it falls incomplete and brings up 4th down.
Gano's kick is good. And the Giants will extend to a 10-0 lead. So the mistake there, the roughing call on the field goal, they'll take the 3 points off the board, keep possession of the ball, and have it first down. From the gun is Pickett. And he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a sack and a loss of a couple.
Field goals and takeaways. That's the 2 goals anytime a defense finds themselves in a goal-to-go situation. Now after that first down sack, I think the odds are a little bit more in their favor. Can they hold up here on 2nd and 3rd down? And if they can make the offense settle for 3, man, that's a huge win for this defense.
And he churns out some of the hard yards in this area of the field, working it to the 3-yard line. Third and goal. He'll try and run, and it's Singletary. He slams it in there, and he is in. Devin Singletary. Touchdown, Giants. Touchdown number 9 for the year. So on 3rd and goal, they run it in. Sometimes, Greg, that's 4-down territory. They didn't need to do it on 4th down. Taking care of it on the 3rd down for the touchdown.
Yeah, and when you find yourself down here this close, Mike, you have to finish these drives off. I'm with you. I think he was going to give his back 2 shots there to punch it in, but he only needed 1.
Makes the score Giants 14, Steelers nothing.
So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. It's a return. Here comes Calvin Austin. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. Here's 1st and 10. They go play action with Fields. He'll let this go deep for Jefferson. And it's a big play. He's finally taken down. What a way to end the first. They can't wait to start the next quarter. Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. Fields to throw. Now he'll run.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
2nd and a yard.
Here we go, son.
A give, and here comes Harris. And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. 2nd and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
Don't jump. Ready? All right.
Now it's a bootleg with Fields. And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
All the way back at the 14 now. 2nd down and goal.
Here we go.
Working out of the gun, it's Fields. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for George Pickens there. And now 3rd and goal coming up.
You can just see the reaction on the sideline. This defense thought they had themselves a critical stop. The mantra down here for all defensive coordinators, Mike, is takeaways, field goals. That's what you're trying to do, and man, they were this close to coming away with a huge takeaway. You talk about a quarterback getting bailed out. Man, that is a pick all day long, and as this defender enters the huddle, you see a bunch of his guys hitting him on the helmet, but I could promise you they're saying, next time, you got to come down with that one.
And this will pay off. It is caught. George Pickens. Touchdown, Steelers.
And that was just a great drive. Really, from start to finish, Mike, you could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm, mix in run, mix in pass. Results in the touchdown pass, but really everything they did, the entire possession worked to perfection. When you can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns, man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
Chris Boswell on for the point after. It's up and through. And the Steelers are on the board. It's now 14-7. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. On the play fake, it's Pickett. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete. Malik Neighbors, the intended receiver. And it'll lead to a 2nd down. On the bootleg, it's Pickett. Oh, no chance to get rid of that one. Under a heavy rush, he goes down. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. And now things are going to get more difficult. Movement up front, going to move him further back. The task now, a really tough one. 3rd and very long. Back to throw is Pickett. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down. Like living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Looking up through the raindrops. No issue there, though. Fair catch, called for, and taken successfully. The Steelers' offense and quarterback Justin Fields make their way back out. And he's been a real threat, not just with the arm, but the wheels as well. The NFL's leader amongst quarterbacks in terms of rushing touchdowns. Going to get that into the hands of his receiver, Mike Williams. They'll work now on 2nd and 4.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Fields. He's going to run it. And he's going to be out of bounds, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning.
Here we go.
A 1st down throw for Fields. He'll take off again. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
He's got Freiermuth open on the left side. First time they've looked his way tonight. Good time to do it. It's a 1st down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch.
He is in for Darrell Patterson. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
On for the extra point is Boswell. No problem with the footing. The kick is good. And the Steelers will tie things up. We are all even at 14. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. On the return, it is Tyrone Tracy. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Here's the Giants offense. Now they get set to take over once more. This one, everything we could have hoped for to this point. All even at 14. They'll start this drive with 1st down. That'll be caught by the running back, Singletary. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. To throw, Pickett. That's complete to the tight end, Theo Johnson. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A gain there of 21. That's good for a Giants 1st down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
Pickett throwing here on 1st and 10. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. So it took just 3 plays, but just like that, they have 1st and goal. That is caught, and he's in. Wandale Robinson. Touchdown, New York. Gano on to add the extra point. Through the rain, the kick is good. And the Giants have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. Steelers offense going to take over here in the last minute of this first half. They're searching here for the tying score, down 21-14. And they'll begin 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
Fields. Taking off. He'll get a dozen out of that one. Scrambling his way to a 1st down.
Mike, this is the element to the position that this guy brings that's just so unique across the league. Not only the speed, but his ability to operate in the open field as a runner. It is hard for a defense to plan for a guy like this.
He'll let this go for Pickens. That is brought in. And he's out of bounds, but they take it to the red zone. Inside the 20. A huge play just before the half. Pick up of 46 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Here we go, set.
Fields. This is caught at the 2. And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
This has been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with 1st and goal, this defense certainly has their back against the ropes.
Now a signal, timeout called. 9 seconds left to play in this first half. A chance here to draw level before the break. It's 1st and goal. Fields from the pistol. It is brought in the end zone. Then Jefferson. Touchdown, Steelers.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end in the 4th quarter in 2-minute mode. Well, let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the first half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here going into halftime changes this entire game.
So now this to get them back to even heading into the break. The kick is good. And the Steelers will even the score. It's now 21-all.
Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
So, a new ball game. We are all tied. Final moments of this first half as the kick's away. Tracy now to return it. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room. So, we have hit halftime here on a Monday night as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. More from you and a big tight end momentarily. But first, let's give everyone a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started up at Cleveland Browns Stadium in Cleveland, where it was the visiting Ravens who were able to come in and take this one on the road. Lamar Jackson, strong in the victory, as his guys up their mark to 6-2 on the year. From there, we head all the way out west to see what's happening with the LA Chargers. And they were winners in that ball game over the visiting New Orleans Saints. Justin Herbert leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. Lastly, we head to Southern California to check on the Rams at home at SoFi Stadium. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Minnesota Vikings. Aaron Jones, 4 touchdown runs. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference. Both these teams running through their final adjustments. It's time for the second half. And for the call, let's get it back out to Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Coach, thank you. And the rain only intensifying as the teams are back out here for what figures to be a sloppy second half to come. On the return, here comes Cordero Patterson. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Steelers' offense and running back Najee Harris getting set to take over once more. And as we take a look at league leaders in receiving touchdowns by the running backs, he's right up there among the best in the league.
Here we go.
He'll start this on the ground, and it's Harris. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. Back to throw is Fields. Now a screen set up for Harris. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
The relationship between the back and the offensive lineman is now the key for the run after catch. You want to make sure those linemen don't get too far down the field where they can't help protect the back. So once the running back catches it, there's a go-go call. Now everyone knows it's time to go downfield. The running back...
Oh, he's got a defender right with him, and it's an interception. Picked off by Deontay Banks. And the Giants are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
The Giants offense running back Devin Singletary back on the field. And you look at his numbers as a pass catcher in this one. They've lined him up in different spots, shifted him around, and they've made him a real weapon in the passing game. The drive starts with a carry by Singletary. Down the sideline, past the 45. A big run. They finally get to him and bring him down.
That's as dynamic a run as you're going to see. He gets really good initial blocking at the point of the attack. That springs him loose. But then it's just his speed and open field running that does the rest.
So the big play gets him down close. And now it's 1st and goal. Now Pickett. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his...
And he will take this one across into the end zone. Tyrone Tracy. Touchdown, New York. That is a first National Football League touchdown for this rookie back. That is a moment, Greg, that he will cherish forever.
You got to hope he finds that ball. I can promise you every player who has ever scored an NFL touchdown, they have that first one somewhere. I know where mine is. It sits right on top of my shelf. It's a special moment, and they're hoping it's the first of many for this young back.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. The Steelers offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And we show you some of the highlights, and there have been plenty to choose from. 3 touchdown passes and some other big-time throws as well. Certainly dialed in and on top of his game right throughout this one. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Here we go. Good.
Throwing is Fields. That's caught right side. It's Freiermuth. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end.
That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up third down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
And he will go all the way. Mike Williams. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Well, it seems this game is kind of getting to the point, Mike, where it's defense optional. I mean, both these teams are really just having their way with their opponent. They're going up and down the field, and after this long touchdown, yes, this is great if you're a fantasy player, but it's not so great if you're a defensive coordinator.
Boswell adds the extra point, and the Steelers have come back to level things. It's 28 all. So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. The Giants offense and their running back set to go once more. Both these offenses have been informed. Is the defense going to show up? Can anybody come up with a stop? All tied here in this third quarter, and it's 1st and 10. Here's Pickett. To the outside, complete to Johnson. And he's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
Nice catch here by Theo Johnson, the young rookie tight end, and I really like his upside. I think he's kind of a long, rangy guy. He's got a great catch radius, and he can really get vertical downfield. One of only 5 FBS tight ends last year, Mike, with 7+ touchdowns. So I think the Giants have a chance here to develop him and give Daniel Jones another offensive weapon as they look to get this thing back on track.
On 2nd down, Pickett. That's caught over the middle by Johnson. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Now, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
On 1st and 10, here's Pickett. And this ball's going to be incomplete.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls.
And the rush too strong. They're in there in a flash for the sack.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. This defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
From the gun on 3rd down. Oh, that's the one thing they couldn't have there, the sack that might take them out of field goal range. The NFL sack leader for 2023, T.J. Watt, gets in there to bring him down. So, no shortage of offense in this one as we end the 3rd. Back with more Monday Night Football after this. The Giants sending out their punter. Important punt here in this tie game late. This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. They face 2nd down and 7.
Here we go,
They'll keep it on the ground. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down. To throw is Fields. He's got his tight end. That's Freiermuth. He's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
Goes without saying, this is a huge drive. This game is all tied up. 4th quarter, that's a huge 1st down pickup. Now they got to see if they can get some points off this possession.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They'll run here. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line.
That's a heck of a run right here, Mike. Tie game, 4th quarter. Everything's on the line. Can you win in the trenches? Can the threat of that run continue to balance off the pass? And that's a big gain there as they try to take this lead.
Quick throw on target to Pickens. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
George Pickens, a nice grab there. He not only topped the 1,000-yard mark for the first time last year, Mike, but he did so leading the league in average yards per catch. He can really get vertical, and I think in this new Arthur Smith system, especially with the play action, that's going to be a really big weapon on the outside. The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike, I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Now on 2nd and long.
Here we go.
Working out of the gun, it's Fields. He's going to keep it himself. And he's going to be out of bounds as the clock will stop. We would have stopped anyway as we've hit the 2-minute warning. A big play in the game now. 3rd down and 1.
Here we go,
Here's Harris. They'll bring him down right at the 35, but that is good enough. They pick up the first down.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
Harris. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts. They'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. They'll go with Harris. They'll take it into the red zone. It's at the 19. Now a timeout, Giants. That is their second. And they'll get together prior to the second down play.
Here we go.
That's quickly out to Jefferson. And he's out of bounds with the first down. So they get a new set of downs, but just as importantly, stop the clock.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
They'll stick to the ground. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down. The Giants going to call their third and final timeout, and they'll get together prior to the second down play.
Here we go.
They'll run, and it'll be a pickup of 3. So third down, forthcoming.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Here we go.
They'll give it to Harris again. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Tracy now to return it. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Giants offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. They'll drop to throw. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down. From the gun is Pickett. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball. I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient. But at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out? And it all came down to that play. The offense finds themselves trailing, all out of their timeouts. The defense knew they were one stop away from ending this game, and they came up big when their team needed it.
So out comes the veteran, Chris Boswell, in a big spot. This to make it a 2-possession lead. And this one, right down the middle. It's good. So this one in the win column for the Steelers. They continue to be the hottest team in the NFL here in the first couple of months of the season as they remain unbeaten. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Steelers, winners, as we say so long from the confluence of the Three Rivers in Pittsburgh.